Today I'm excited to be playing with some products from the Stamps of Life and sketches from Kendra's Card Challenge 16 to make some bright and cheery Christmas cards. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. I am part of the Kendra's Card Challenge 16 hop today featuring the Stamps of Life. Stamps of Life is a super sponsor for KCC 16. And so we are all going to be playing with some of their fun products. Today I have the Happy Holidays die set. And so it cuts 2 layers. You've got the words and then the shadow. I have the 15 more circles stamp set, and I believe this kind of coordinates with some other sets, either stamps or dies. I have it as a standalone just because I really liked the circle elements. It's kind of nice to have a variety of shapes of sentiments depending on the cards you're making, and I like these were nice, small, and versatile, and it has just about every holiday represented here. Happy New Year, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, Happy Halloween, Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Birthday, Happy Retirement, and just Happy Day. So I really loved how this was kind of all-inclusive for the holidays throughout the year, so it can get used quite a bit. And then I also have the Holiday Sentiment stamp set, and this is one where you can kind of mix and match some of the sentiments, so like wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas or a season of happiness. You could also say Merry Christmas and have a wonderful New Year. So you can kind of combine some of the sentiments, or you can just use them on their own, like Merry Christmas, rejoice and celebrate, Happy Holidays. So I thought that was another versatile holiday stamp set. And then I have the Just Because collection 6x6 paper pad. It is 12 sheets, 2 of each design. And it's got some fun bright patterns, and there are there's one design of cut apart kind of elements, or what I believe you could use as cut apart elements, and so there'll be 2 sheets of those in here. Just some bright, cheery colors. And one nice thing is it tells you at the bottom here that what colors it features, so if you're using like coordinating cardstocks or inks or things like that. So I'm also going to be working with 2 sketches from KCC 16 today to make my cards. So let's have some fun playing with our Stamps of Life products. Because I'm going to be making 2 cards today, I did go ahead and pre-cut all of my pieces. I picked 2 pattern papers. I'm using the B side, that red side from one of the patterns, as my card mat, just to bring in some red. And then I chose that pine cone pattern as a horizontal strip, and then decided to just use the back side of that, since it's like green, to be that little banner piece there, rather than cutting into a whole separate sheet of paper. Kendra's Card Challenge, if you've not done them before, she gives you cutting guides for 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper, and then gives you sketches to make 15 cards out of those 6 sheets. Here is, for the heart elements on the card sketch, I just decided to fussy cut some pine cones out of that pattern paper there, just to keep that pine cone theme going. But if you don't want to make all 15 cards, you can just make 1 card at a time. She gives you the measurements on each individual sketch. So that's what I'm using here. So like the sketch may call for like so many different sheets of paper. Like if you were to cut through all 6 sheets, 1 card sketch may use multiple pieces from those sheets. But in my case, rather than cutting into a whole nother sheet, I just decided to kind of stick with that 1 sheet that I was working on. I decided to go with the Happy Holidays sentiment from the Holiday Sentiment stamp set, and I'm just going to kind of bubble cut around it, and then I am going to back it. I was originally going to back it on the red, but I decided to use the red for something else, whatever I had left from my map. And so I decided to pull in that green again, and you're not really going to see any of the starbursts on it. It's just going to look more like a solid, and it will help my sentiment stand out on the pine cones there. There will be links to how you can find and download the PDF for Kendra's Card Challenge. She does have Patreon memberships, and in order to download the PDF, you do need to sign up for the free level of Patreon membership. If you want to support her even more, she does have multiple paid memberships, and you do get great perks within her Patreon membership. But you can sign up for a free Patreon account or for, I guess, a free Patreon member on her account for if you'd like to access the challenges. And then there will also be a link in the description box below for her Facebook group. So if you would like to submit pictures of all 15 cards of from each challenge, you can do so once a month and have a chance to win some amazing prizes. And super sponsors like what we're working with today, like the Stamps of Life, they not only donate or provide supplies for the design team to work with, but they also provide prizes for participants to win by playing along with the challenge. I had a little strip there of the red left, and so I decided to throw it on the inside of the card, and sketch number 5 is done. Going to move on to sketch number 7, and that green piece that I'm using as my card mat, I had wanted to see how the Happy Holidays die cut that I showed you in the very beginning, and so I just cut it out of that green. And then I'm going to bring in the Happy Holidays pattern from the paper pack. I had wanted to use it, but I didn't, because it's so much white in the background of that pattern. I wanted to bring in that green to pop behind it. And then I'm using the back side of the Happy Holidays to be the pattern on the 3 squares. And then this is where I decided to use up the rest of what I had left of that red sheet that I used on the first card to be my square mats. And then for the banners, I just used scraps of all of the patterns I'd used so far today. So again, I didn't have to cut into any new sheets just to get this skinny banner. In the description box, there will also be a link to a giveaway form for a chance to win another prize. So if you watch my video, then please click on that link for the form and fill it out and submit it for a chance to win a prize. And each time you hop along to one of the other videos in this hop, I think I forgot to mention this earlier, but there is a playlist down in the description box below where you can just kind of binge all of the videos from the design team members who are working with Stamps of Life products today. So you can get lots of great inspiration for working with the challenge sketches and maybe get to see some new fun products. But each time you hop along, you do get another chance to fill out that giveaway form. So, Kendra's always so gracious. There's always so many chances to win prizes during each challenge, whether it's, a monthly event or like throughout the quarter. So please be sure to check out that description box below. There is lots of good information down there. Because that center square kind of hangs off in between the 2 outer squares, I'm just using some of the scrap cardstock I had left from fussy cutting out my sentiment on the last card to layer up in the corners that aren't on top of the other 2 squares, if that makes sense. So just using it to kind of help keep everything even. So for this sentiment, I am using the Merry Christmas circle from the 15 More Circles stamp set. And I stamp it and then discover that it actually fits in my 1-inch circle punch. And this is an old EK Success circle punch. And I did stamp twice just because it's a new stamp. I wanted to make sure I got a good impression. And then I'm just going to put that there in the center. I contemplate adding something else to the card like maybe in that left corner on top of the banners, but then decide there's enough pattern and color going on that I'm just going to leave it. So here is a final look at my 2 cards. Again, please be sure to check out the description box for the play link list and all the important information and links you need to play along with the challenge. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.